Sound check.
So during our last discussion, it was an in-studio session. We were talking about, I think I was doing the Never Never Know exercise, and you mentioned that on the end of the no, I was taking a breath in too quickly.
Yeah.
I've started to pay attention to that a bit more, and also the other thing that you said was try and pull back on the pressure when you're going up to those higher pitches. So mixing those two things together, I've actually been able to, not perfectly, but a lot of the time, I've been able to get my voice to sound cleaner and more controlled at those higher pitches, while simultaneously not losing energy in my vocals, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's because, and I think we may have talked about this, is where there is that difference between pressure and flow, and that a lot of singers will make the mistake in distinguishing between those two. And so in seeking to reduce pressure, what we're also seeking to simultaneously achieve is an even, consistent flow of air. And so what ends up happening is at the level of the vocal folds, at the glottis, as we get higher in an exercise like Never 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 Know, as it gets higher, we start to create tension in the larynx, which in turn is holding more air back, which in turn increases pressure, which in turn reduces flow. What we want to do is not allow the larynx to respond with tension, with constriction. We want to maintain even flow while we seek to keep the pressure in check. Now, the other thing to add to that is when we're working on volume in an exercise like the Never Never Know, which is a belt activity, we're also seeking to achieve that sense of developed volume. Volume does come about by virtue of increase in pressure, but where we make the mistake is we want to get in amongst that and give it some, because we think that the volume is going to come from more effort, which in turn increases pressure. What we've got to learn to do is keep that pressure in check, allow the acoustic of the twang, never, 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 yeah, allow the acoustic to do its job and keep everything in balance. Therein lies why it's a challenging thing to learn to do, simply because we are learning to keep a number of balls in the air. Like there's a lot of balancing going on. Yeah.
And as you say, the instinct is always to be as loud as possible, because I think loudness is often perceived with skill level, but that loudness, as you say, is achieved through other means. It's not necessarily just increasing the pressure constantly.
Absolutely.
Sound check.
G'day, today's video was a clip taken from a chat between one of my private singing students and me. By sharing this snippet of our in-lesson discussion, I hope you'll gain further insight into the subject of our conversation, and I hope this brings you a nuanced understanding of the topic, even beyond what my carefully scripted videos seek to provide, which I hope you'll also take a moment to watch. In fact, you can continue watching more of my Learn to Sing videos by clicking on this video right here. I hope to see you again soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.